Welcome to our series, The Bhagavad Gita for All. Namaskar. Chapter 9, Rāja Vidyā Yog, or the Yog through the Sovereign of Sciences. In the last few chapters, we were introduced to the concept of devotion. We reviewed how this very devotion can help us be closer to God, or the Supreme Creator of the universe. What Shri Krishna would also like us to know is that the phenomenon of God is someone we worship, but we could also look at him through the lens of a friend or a refuge when we're looking for answers or seeking support. All that's expected from us is to be true to ourselves and fulfill our duty to the best of our abilities. Faith in a higher power is subjective, and one has the freedom to act and believe in what they think is good for them. The bottom line is, do your work diligently. Think of it as an offering to a higher power, if you believe in one. And in turn, our good work will help us gain some good karma. Why not have a box full of good karmas? What is the Raj Vidyā Yog? Shri Krishna speaks of the Raj Vidya Yog as a secret to a better living. Not only is it easy to grasp and is everlasting, but guess what? This knowledge is within the realm of our dharma, that is our duty. Let's try to analyze it. Raj, as we know, means king. And a king in typical parlance is described as the head of state. Some of his attributes include most important, the first, the leader, and so on. Going by this, Rāja Vidyā means that this knowledge is foremost of supreme importance. It's sovereign. Vidya is science. What Shri Krishna wants us to know is that his teachings are scientific. Thus, Rāja Vidyā can be precisely translated to mean the king of science. They are not beliefs or doctrines born out of a religious dogma. Guhya means secret. The knowledge Shri Krishna is about to share is a secret. It's something you're going to have to look for if you wish to know. And you have the choice to look for it or not. Pavitram means pure. Now we've heard of pure mind, pure intellect, pure thoughts in the previous chapters. But what does pure really mean? Purity of mind is at stake when we're ignorant. This ignorance or avidya makes us think that our soul and body are one entity. Going by this argument, we feel compelled to fulfill our desires and please the senses, because that is what our body wants. Like listening to good music to please your ears, eating good food to please our taste buds. Greed, lust, and anger. These are the three ways in which we try to fulfill our desires. And this is what would also lead us to committing mistakes, committing sin. Once caught in this circle of emotions, we've compromised the purity of our thoughts. But there is a way out. Try devoting yourself to your friend, the Creator. Or seek refuge in an activity your soul enjoys. Meditate to quieten the noise around you. It'll all untangle soon enough. Pratyaksha means something that is clear, evident. In this context, a devoted mind can easily gain clarity. For some, it might be being closer to God. For others, it could mean oneness with your soul. Dharmayam means virtuous. If your devotion is pure, meaning you're not thinking of the results of the action, your action is virtuous. Kartum suskum indicates that this is something that is easy to practice. This practice is straightforward and you can do it naturally. Naturally how? Guess what? By just being yourself. Rāja Vidyā and getting there. By this analysis, it might seem like the Rāja Vidyā is a straightforward path to walk on. All you would need to do is follow Shri Krishna's teachings, and yet people have difficulty. One of the reasons could be the lack of faith. If you're looking for realization, you're going to have to start small. This small is your faith. The perception of God as an entity might make you think that this is quite unreal. And how could you believe in something that you cannot see or touch? But isn't this true in so many of our daily experiences? Remember abstract nouns from school? Let me explain, and I don't mean a lesson in grammar. An example from our daily life instead. A CEO of a company, when hiring a new employee, will have to believe that this person will perform his tasks at work through the past experience. Parents believe that their children are learning new things when at school through their results. We have to start somewhere. We have to give ourselves a chance. It's okay if you don't have an inherent belief in an entity such as God. To make the most of Shri Krishna's teachings, you're going to have faith. Faith in yourself. Give yourself a chance, believe in yourself. Belief in God or a supreme power is something that must be exercised at free will. No one should be forced to do it. The faith you express will help you seek wisdom. How about an analogy for some clarification? Let's look at water, a resource that we cannot live without. Water is a powerful element. It helps us stay alive, it can generate electricity, it can even destroy settlements. But just because still water in a lake cannot show these possibilities, you can't disregard its potential, can you? And since we're speaking about water, how could we not mention Holi? That's right. In the upcoming week, we celebrate Holi, the festival of color and of spring. It's also a festival of love as we celebrate the divine and eternal love of Radha and Krishna. It's a festival of victory over evil as Vishnu, in his Narsimha Narayan avatar, destroyed Hiranyakashipu, the king of the Daityas. There's a lot to celebrate and be grateful for. So as a heads up, do be careful when using water while playing Holi. It's a resource we must strive to save. Happy Holi to each and every one of you. May the colors of Holi brighten your lives and you find the strength to destroy any evil around you. Dhanyavad.